Why have a top 10 list when you can have a power ranking? Hey everybody, it's Paul from the 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and today we are kicking off a brand new series that we are simply calling the Power Rankings. So what is a power ranking, you might ask? Well, it's basically a top 10 list, but we add 2 honorable mentions to round it out. And let's admit it, power rankings sounds so much cooler. We decided to kick off this series with one of our favorite parks, Waldameer in Erie, Pennsylvania. While the park also has a water park called Water World, we're just going to be focusing on the dry park for this list. We are going to be considering family and thrill rides along with the roller coasters as we put together this list. So let's kick it off with our 2 honorable mentions. Wipeout is a chance flat ride which also plays music from the 50s and 60s. This ride spins you forward and backwards while moving up and down. Steep angles, changing speeds, along with the standard spinning, this classic ride will test everyone's motion sickness, but it still is a lot of fun. Our other honorable mention has to be their Sky Ride. This is another classic ski lift style ride that takes you along the park at over 45 feet in the air. This ride is for all ages and moves slowly across its 1,400 foot course. The perfect ride to relax and simply enjoy the views. Okay, let's hit our top 10 and let's start it off with another perfect family attraction, the El Ruth Express. So who doesn't love a train? And this one has over 1 mile of track. Its course takes you everywhere in the park and out of it. You run along Water World and the north end section of the park, giving you great views of Ravine Flyer 2. It even goes into the picnic groves. Named for the widow of the former park owner, Alex Moeller, this train has been thrilling riders both young and old and hits our top 10 at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is the first of the roller coasters to make this list, and that is Steel Dragon. This is a standard Maurer spinning mouse, which is actually the same model as Laugh Track at Hershey Park. Dropping you 50 feet in a curved drop and having an 80-degree overbank turn, this coaster provides all the thrills a coaster rider could ever want, along with the spinning. Did we mention the spinning? It's a great family-friendly coaster for this park and a solid ride no matter your age. Ed Scream is the first of our top 10 attractions that would fit into the thrill category. This drop tower climbs 140 feet in the air and has you free falling at 47 miles an hour. The over-the-shoulder restraints keep you safe while allowing you the freedom to kick the sky and wave your arms wildly as you plummet. As you walk by this attraction, you quickly learn why the word scream is in the name. Our 7th ranked attraction is a standard for a lot of smaller parks, and that is the flying carpet attraction called Alibaba. This ride takes you 60 feet in the air and plays music from the 70s to get you in the mood. While this is a standard flat ride, the water features in front of this attraction, along with the lights, make this a great time for riders and non-riders alike. Waldameer is a traditional amusement park, and along with that, their ride lineup has some classic rides. That is the case with our 6th attraction, Pirates Cove. Ranked as a top 5 attraction by the dark ride and funhouse enthusiasts who knew they existed, this pirate-themed funhouse is second to none. Seriously, this ride has it all: crooked corridors, pirate scenes, and even some floating skulls. This ride is a rite of passage for anyone who wants a fun blast from the past. We are halfway done with this video, and if you're getting some enjoyment from it, please consider dropping a like. And if you want to make sure you see more of this content, a subscription will work out fine. Now back to the final 5, and we are kicking that off with another roller coaster. While Spinning Dragons was a modern steel coaster, the Comet has been thrilling guests since 1951. This is the definition of a family roller coaster because this classic PTC coaster cruises along at 25 miles per hour and only climbs 37 feet off the ground. While the stats aren't that impressive, they lay out with the hops, the dips, the quick turns does bring the fun no matter what your age. Let's bring back the thrills with our 4th attraction, Mega Vortex. Like its name suggests, This half-pike attraction has its riders facing outwards while it rocks back and forth as it spins. The mega aspect comes with the 50-foot high track on either side, and because of the spinning, no ride is ever the same twice. This ride dominates the main walkway and is one of the first things you see when you enter the park. Now we are hitting the top 3, and for this we're going to go back to the classics. While Pirates Cove was a walking funhouse, Wacky Shack is a classic haunted house. Yep, you drive into one of their classic cars, which takes you through a 2-story building featuring all the thrills you remember from the past. Optical illusions? Check. Haunting theme? Check. How about flashing lights, quick turns, and spooky sounds? Check, check, and again, check. No trip to Waldameer is complete without a ride or two on the Wacky Shack. We are coming to a runner-up attraction, and this is one of our favorite log flumes that we have ever ridden, Thunder River. This Hopkins-built log flume has all the fun that you come to expect from a flume and more. What more can you expect? Well, how about a foggy storm tunnel and 2 drops? And if you think that you might get off this ride dry, think again. There are water jets that can be fired by the non-riders right before you get back into the station. You're going to hope to be wet, but expect to be soaked. Now it's time for our top attraction, and if you know anything about Waldameer, this won't come as a surprise. Ravine Flyer 2 is widely considered one of the best wooden roller coasters in the country, and this Gravity Group ride does not disappoint. This sequel was built in 2008 to replace the original, which was taken down decades before. This coaster packs a punch with a 120-foot first drop, 4 tunnels, and a huge 165-foot bridge that spans over Peninsula Drive. Yes, it actually leaves the park. This is the tallest and fastest wooden roller coaster in Pennsylvania and a must-ride for anyone visiting. So to wrap it up, our honorable mentions are Wipeout and the Sky Ride. Coming in at number 10 is the El Ruth Express, while Steel Dragons holds down the 9th spot. The thrilling X-Scream is 8th, while Alibaba, with its water features, holds on to number 7. A classic funhouse called Pirates Cove is just outside the top 5 at number 6. As the classic Comet gets in at number 5. Mega Vortex thrills you when you get into the park and is currently 4th, while the classic Dark Ride is 3rd, the Wacky Shack. Just missing the top spot is Thunder River, while could there be a different number 1 at Waldameer than Ravine Flyer 2? So do you want to learn more about Waldameer? Check out the video above.